Camp is doing a great job. He struggles with being patient for a while, which is fine. We'll work on that. And being patient through the doors. So I just want to point it out that that is something you'll have to make sure you really work diligently with, is having him sit before he goes through the door and as soon as he gets in the door. Waiting for you to give that tug on the leash before he gets up and starts moving. You want to give that little tug. Camp still likes to create that slight pressure on the leash. He is getting better and better, but we still have lots of work to do. So make sure that arm is straight. It's tucked down by your side. And you use one of your 5 tools to make sure there's no pressure on that leash. Those tools are zigzags, direction change, roll back, reset, and flicks. We're going to go past some dogs who like to run and bark at the fence so we can work on Camp's reaction. If you remember yesterday, we worked on it with the dog who would run with the motorcycle. So we're going to work on it today. Here they come. This is the fence. So to dogs, the fence looks like they can just come right through. I know they can't. So right here I'm doing a direction change, right? Camp jerked and started to bark, and so I just did a little direction change and turned around. I'm doing some flicks. There, this is a much better response. I'm going to do another turnaround because he's creating too much pressure. A little zigzag. And just get him focusing on me. You can see the dogs on the other side. There's 4 of them. Oh, now Camp's pulling again, so I'm going to do a little turn around. Walk into this person's driveway. We're going to do a roll back. Walk forward. And I just want Camp to walk with me. Calm, cool, and collected like he did before the dog. No pressure on the leash. While there's dogs barking at us, Camp is not going to be allowed to pee on anything because I want him to chill out. It's not about marking his territory. It's about just walking with me and enjoying the walk. When we're doing the reset, I'm not letting him sniff the ground. You notice I just want him to chill. We're just chilling. I'm not going to sit for too long right now with these barking dogs because I want him to be able to move and practice some of the other tools. Yesterday we practiced the reset and having him sit and watch. Today we're going to do some different ones. We're going to do some direction changes and some rollbacks. So I just want to show you the different, using those 5 tools, the different techniques and how you can use them. There we go. Starting to settle down a little bit. Camp has a really good nose and he really likes to use it, which is fine except for when he creates pressure on the leash, which he does often. He just likes that constant pressure. So he's not going to be able to sniff very much right now, just because he hasn't learned how to control that impulse yet. Of how to sniff and stay with me and not just let his nose run away with me. So you can see for these rollbacks, my hand is still staying still. I'm just walking backwards. I'm not changing anything other than moving backwards instead of forward. So Camp can see, in order to move forward, he has to walk with me, not against me. There we go. Some zigzags. Some direction changing. We got our awesome dogs next door barking. And Camp is still, again, creating a little bit of pressure, needing those 5 tools, but he's not jumping or lunging. He's learned so much from yesterday. He's doing good. Thanks, Charlie. Here we are with Camp. We did our free play where Camp was to go out and just run and have wiggles and free time either in the backyard by himself or playing fetch or tug of war or with friends. We had our training walk, which you just saw in the videos, where he did much better today reacting to the dogs. And now we have our bed where he's just chilling on the bed. The transitional leash is not over the nose, it is just around the neck. And then we're going to go to Reflect. Reflect is where he goes to a room, a kennel, a crate, a mud room, a laundry room, someplace that's smaller and enclosed where he can just chill and think about how awesome things are. We're going to repeat those 4 training steps over and over again. When he goes home, you're going to repeat those a minimum of twice a day, but preferably 3 times a day. You're going to integrate the training into your life, so you're going to try to make it flow with your life. So example would be, I wake up, Camp goes out to play, while I take a shower and get dressed, and then we go for a quick walk and get his brain thinking. I put him on his bed while I finish getting ready, while I make breakfast, while I clean it up, while I get everyone off to school, and then Camp goes to reflection while I go to work, and then I come back, he goes outside and plays, and then we go for a quick walk. He comes back on his bed while I cook dinner and help everyone with their homework, and then he goes back to his room while I get ready for bed, and then he goes out, he goes to his bed while we're getting everyone ready, then he goes into Reflect for a few minutes while I finish getting my stuff ready for bed, then he goes outside for one quick potty break, and then he can just come back into bed. So you can see how we're just trying to make it all flow in our day. I'm not cutting out time where I need to be training. I'm meshing the training into my life. He can be in bed or on Reflect or have free play anywhere from 2 minutes and walk. Any of those 4 training moments can be 2 minutes up to 5 hours. Like it's really dependent on your schedule. You just want to make it flow from one to the other. When he is in the home, he will be on the bed, on my leash with me, or in his reflection space. Those are the only places he gets to be for right now. He doesn't get to wander the home or sit at our feet. I can move this bed around, or I can have multiple beds, but wherever I put him is where I want him to stay, and then I need to move him from one place to the other. And so we're just going to practice this bed while we have Ollie over here cooking some hamburgers and Scott eating some lunch, and we just want him to just chill and learn to enjoy his space.